Hello, welcome back. Alex here for stepbystepmusic.com. Today we are going to be doing another warm-up together, and this is going to be focused on limbering up the left wrist. It's a really easy warm-up, but I'm going to be using my 6-string bass today because I don't play an instrument that is harder on my left wrist than the 6-string bass. But this can be adapted very easily to meet the needs of any instrument. Today I'll be using variations on a 2-octave minor scale pattern. I will put the pattern on the screen for you with fingerings. In just a moment here, I'm going to explain everything you need to know in order to complete this routine. Be sure to stay till the end because we will be playing through this entire routine together. I'll put some drums on. It's going to be a party. Stick around. You're going to love it. Let's get warmed up. So the first thing you're going to need today is to know the minor scale pattern. The 2-octave minor scale pattern. We're going to do a C minor pattern. Later, we'll also do a B flat pattern. Doesn't matter what the notes are, but I am going to start here on my 12th fret. The reason I'm starting here is because it's so much harder on the wrist to be out on this end of the neck. And it's also harder on the wrist to be in this part of the neck. And you see what happens to my wrist there. Look at that. And sometimes I do get some wrist pain. And so this exercise is going to ease us into this in order to mitigate that pain and hopefully get me nice and warmed up. So starting on my 12th fret, which is on this bass is a C string. So C on my 12th fret, and my 3rd finger, I'm going to descend this minor scale. I'm going to show you the minor scale, then I'll show you a variation in a moment. There's my finger 3, finger 1, reaching out, finger 4, finger 3, finger 1, finger 4, finger 3, finger 1, finger 4, finger 2, finger 1, finger 4, finger 2, finger 1, and finally finger 1. And this low C here, that is going to be where we're going to get our maximum bend in our wrist, and that's that thing that we're warming up into. That's the move or the position that we are trying to make a little bit better with this warm-up. Now the variation that I'm going to use is what I call a descending climbing scale. So we're descending the scale, right? Starting at the octave and working our way backwards. So descending. Climbing scale is something that I think I invented the term. I didn't invent the concept, but anyhow, imagine playing on a scale, in this case down, as if you're going down a ladder. But you want to only go down one rung at a time, meaning that you go down one rung. That's one rung on my ladder. And then I go back up. And then I go down the ladder again, going one rung deeper this time. So, and then I go back up, playing through all of the rungs of the ladder, stepping on all the rungs of the ladder. In this case, playing all the notes of the scale. Next time I'll go down one deeper. And I'll speak in scale degrees here as well. I'll speak in scale degrees while we're doing the exercise to help us keep track of it. So this is scale degree 4. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and back up. And then down to 3 and back up. And then down to 2 and back up. And finally down to 1 and back up. Now, I'm going to go ahead and go through my 2nd octave in the same way, down to 7 now, because 1 is 8, and go down to 1 more after that, you're at 7. So that's the idea. And I'm going to do this all the way down. I'm not going to repeat any notes, meaning I'm not going to pause at the top. I'm not going to take an extra moment in the rhythm. I'm not going to hit the octave twice. I'm just going to go down to 4 this time. That was 4. Now down to 3. See how I'm keeping track of it. And that's the exercise. It's pretty simple, but it's effective. When we start, we're going to start at 100 beats a minute with drums, and because drums are just way more fun to play along to than not drums, right? Keeps us steady, and who wants to hear that click over and over? Anyhow, we'll be playing quarter notes. 100 beats a minute, but still quarter notes. So nice, healthy tempo, but relaxed enough to let us warm into this. At the end of the first exercise, we'll take about 8 beats, 2 bars, to get ourselves into the second exercise. But we're going to do these back to back. So the second exercise is the same thing, moved a whole step down. So I started on the 12th fret before. I'll be starting on the 10th fret for the second half. The reason for this, as you may have already guessed, is that the frets get further apart as you, of course, move down the neck. And so I'm going to open up that left hand just a little bit. You could continue down the neck this way, of course, and make this a very lengthy and very thorough warm up. But we're just going to go through the two sections. So 12th fret, and then we're going to go down to the 10th fret. Again, that's our B flat scale. After the C minor scale, we should be on our way to being warmed up. So we're going to kick things up a notch for the B flat minor scale, starting on the 10th fret. We're going to take the exact same tempo, so 100 beats per minute still, but we will play eighth notes instead. So really twice the tempo. Yes, it's double what we were playing before, but the first part of our exercise should get you sufficiently warmed up and sufficiently comfortable to get into that next part of the exercise. And we should be able to fly through that, hopefully with no trouble. And I just have to give my little warm-up speech here. The whole idea of warming up is to do things that are easy. So if this is beyond your abilities today, if the tempo is too fast, if the scale goes too deep into the neck, whatever it is, please make it your own. Adjust it. Play a different scale. Play a different tempo. This is for you, and it should be about you. So you can redesign your own warm-up routine based on this one. All right, easy enough? Let's play. Okay, here come the drums. I'm going to give you 8 beats to get your tempo and get yourself situated. Get ready. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Calling out scale degrees. 4. 3. Going down to 2 this time. 1. All the way down to 1. Down to 7. 6. There it was. Down to 5. 5. 4. 3, and back up. 2. 1 more. Almost there. B flat. Here we go. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Faster. 4. 1. Down to 7. 6. There it was. 5. Down to 4 again. 4. 3. It's like a countdown. 2. 1. So that was your warm-up. A warm-up does not need to be complex. It just needs to be effective. This is a very short warm-up, but I am hoping to communicate to you the idea of creating a warm-up routine. And so in this case, I've been having some wrist pain, and so I designed this routine to ease that wrist pain, and it's actually working really well for me. So I didn't get any wrist pain today when I did the warm-up with you just now, and it's actually been going better for me. So you want to ease yourself in. Playing should always be easy, and I know it's not, especially when you're on the edge of your abilities and you're trying to push yourself and learn, but warming up gives us that ability. It allows us to really be our best, because if you're not fully warmed up, then you're not playing at your top level. And I always want you playing at your top level. And a lot of times that means we need to slow down. Thanks for showing up today. Thanks for being here. Fantastic musicians are made one day at a time, 1 hour at a time, 1 minute at a time. So be really thoughtful about how you're playing, how you're warming up, and what you're doing to improve your skills. Questions, comments, or suggestions for a future video, future topic, please leave those in the, let's put those in the comment section. That's a fantastic idea. And I will see you in the next lesson.